Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic Sunday afternoon here on March 8th, 2026. We do have a kind of a severe weather update to kind of talk about here. So, to really get us started off here, we're going to kind of take a look at to what we're going to be seeing for tomorrow. So, taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center's categorical outlook, we do have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk in effect for portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and even to Alabama. This doesn't necessarily portray to us here in Southwest Missouri, but it is kind of important to note kind of what the other risks are that we're going to be looking at. So as you can kind of see, we do have locations like Little Rock, Jackson, Shreveport's right on the edge of it, Texarkana is on the edge of it, and Tuscaloosa is also on the edge of the slight risk. Zooming outside of that, we do have that marginal risk also in play for a good chunk of the southeast and into the southern plains. So a lot of like Memphis, Birmingham, Montgomery, Conway, all those places are really inside that level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather on Monday. Now that we've looked at what Monday brings, now let's take a minute and look at what Tuesday brings, which is going to be affecting us in Southwest Missouri a little bit more. So moving our map up here, and actually going to zoom out just a tad bit here, you can really start seeing kind of how big this risk is. We have portions like Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Wichita, Springfield, Kansas City, Columbia, St. Louis, Springfield, Peoria, even over in Indianapolis, Davenport, Chicago, and over into Fort Wayne. So quite a few areas here that are under that level 2 out of 5 slight risk, including all of my direct coverage area. Now, taking a little bit of a view outside of our coverage area here, we do have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for portions of extreme northeast Missouri, extreme southeast Iowa, along with portions of Illinois. So, locations like Peoria, Bloomington, down into Springfield, Illinois are really going to be kind of the main impact center or the main higher population in terms of this risk. But it is a day 3 risk. Things are going to probably change quite a bit. So nothing to be too overly concerned about at the moment. But like I said, as of the moment, all of the coverage area of mine that's in Southwest Missouri, Northeast Oklahoma, Northwest Arkansas falls under this level 2 out of 5 slight risk for Tuesday into Wednesday, because unfortunately it's another night event. So, but yeah, we got that done out of the way. Now let's actually go kind of take a look at what we're expecting. So, kind of going to take more of a regional approach here to kind of look at what we're seeing. This is not going to be overly amazing data, but it is going to be enough to kind of give us an idea of what we could potentially see. So, as we kind of kick into Monday morning, you can see in some of these little bit of some potential storms developing here in southern Missouri or in southern Arkansas, excuse me. And as we kind of go to 10 a.m., starts moving a little bit more easterly, and then as through the afternoon just kind of keeps going easterly, nothing overly crazy, honestly. But as we get to 4 a.m. on Tuesday, pretty much clearing the area, not really seeing a whole lot at that moment. We approach 10 a.m., 1 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock. And now we're starting to see the southern end of this enhanced risk start kicking off here with some activity here in southern Oklahoma, maybe even northern Texas. Especially at 7 o'clock, that really starts pushing up more into the Ozarks area, seeing potential for some development over, northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas. As we kind of push into 10 o'clock, kind of that's still just kind of hanging out in the area, kind of in the northern Arkansas, southern Missouri area, but also starting to kind of see this a little bit of more of a linear type setup here in northern Missouri and into Illinois. As that kind of progresses, still seeing some activity here in kind of the southern plains, along with that line still in northern Missouri as of 1 a.m. Wednesday. As that kind of continues to push through, kind of see that line that we talked about kind of developing, pushes through, and we get to 7 a.m. Most of what I would consider severe reflectivity at this point would be south of the area. As push through to 10 a.m., we start clearing out behind the line of storms. So, what are these storms feeding off of? Well, that is a very, very good question. And how about we take a look at it? So due to the nature, only going to really look at our Tuesday severe weather parameters here. So starting at 10 o'clock, we already do have quite a bit of CAPE in place. Honestly, we have, about 1,500 across much of Northeast Missouri, Southwest or Northeast Oklahoma, Southwest Missouri, even in Southeast Kansas. And as we progress to 1 o'clock, it really actually starts taking off here in Central Missouri, where we're, getting 2,500 joules per kilogram of CAPE, which is pretty stinking good values considering this time of year. As we kind of push through 4 o'clock, that even gets higher, even some peaks above 3,000 in central Missouri. So definitely these storms are going to have enough potential energy in the atmosphere to be able to sustain themselves for quite a while. So be interested to see how it kind of pans out. But that's all this video kind of really wanted to talk about. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please do consider hitting the thumbs up or whatever platform you're watching it on. Sharing videos, interacting with them really does help grow the page, whether that be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you might be watching it on. Every bit of interaction helps. So, once again, extremely grateful for you guys. Thank you and have a good week.